Good morning, children. Today we will try to discuss some important question. Already I have given in during notes, so we will try to understand the question that I have given to you. First question is, which of the following is matter? So the things which is given here, that is chair, air, love, smell, heat, almonds, thoughts, cold drink, and a smell of perfume. So this is first question. Already I have explained to you that matter is something that occupies space and has mass. So we will see that in which whatever the question is given here, we have to see that which one occupies space and has mass. Definitely chair occupies space and mass, so it is a matter. Air is a matter. Love is not a matter. Why? Because it is not going to occupy any space. A smell, no matter at all. Heat, definitely no matter. Almonds, definitely it will acquire some space and has mass, so it is a matter. Thoughts, no matter. Cold, no matter. Cold drink acquired some space and already has mass. Already I have explained to you that cold drink liquid form, and liquid form is a state of matter, so it is a matter. A smell of perfume, no matter at all. So in this way, whenever such type of question will come, always you keep in your mind that if it requires some space and has some mass, then the given one is a matter. Okay, come to the second question. The second question is, a smell of hot, sizzling food reaches us several meters away, but it is not so in case when the food is cold. Why? Already I have explained to you, this happens because of diffusion. So it's hot sizzling food means what? Already I have explained to you that with raise of temperature, the kinetic energy of the gaseous molecules will be more. So when the food is very hot, the kinetic energy of the food molecules are very strong, and it will reach to a certain meter. But when it becomes cold, the kinetic energy of the molecules become very less, and that's why it is very tough to spread the smell of that food. So when it becomes cold, you have to go close to that food to take the smell. But when it is hot, definitely this the smell of that food will reach to the certain meter. For example, suppose your mother has cooked some kheer or some spicy food in the kitchen. Easily you can get the smell from so many distance, so many meters away. But when the same food become cold, you have to come close nearby your kitchen, and then you get the smell. So this happens because of diffusion. Come to the third question. Third question is characteristics of. Already I have explained this question, but I am trying to discuss once more. Characteristics of the particles of matter. So already I have explained to you, matter has so many important characteristics. The one of the thing is that matter is made up of small particles. Matter is made up of small particles. Force of interactions are there between the particles. Interaction force are there in the particles. There is a gap between internal particles. Gaps are there in the particles of the matter. So already I have explained to these all things, characteristics of metal. Okay, come to the next question, that is we have to tabulate between difference between solid, liquid and gas. Already I have explained to you that solid, liquid and gas, three states of matter are there, and solid, rigid, liquid, intermediate rigidity, and the gases are highly fluidity, means they can flow and can pass from each other. So the next question that we have to explain, that is solid, liquid and gases. Only some reminders I am giving you: rigid, intermediate rigidity, and molecules are far apart, or you can write the no rigidity. You can write fixed shape and volume, fixed volume in case of liquid, but not fixed shape. Already I have explained to you that liquid take the shape of the container in which you are, suppose you are pouring the liquid in any container, the liquid will take the shape of that particular container. So it has no fixed shape at all. Gases, neither fixed shape nor fixed volume. Okay, so in this way we can classify, we can understand a difference. In solid also we can, the particles, interparticle distance are between the space between interparticle are very less, so minimum interparticle space, here you can write intermediate interparticles space, and here enough space is in gaseous, the molecules are far apart, the interparticle distance are far apart, so we can write enough intermolecular space. So this way we can understand the difference between solid, liquid and gases. So next is, we can come to the next question, that is why we can say wooden table as a solid. So wooden table, you all are aware that wooden table is solid. So can you tell me why wooden table is a solid? Already I have explained to you in the previous video also that solid is one, have a rigid shape, fixed volume, fixed shape, interparticle distance are very close. So solid wooden table is a solid because it is having fixed shape, interparticle distance are very close, and because of that it is fixed density is also there. So these are the reasons that we can say wooden table is a solid. Come to next question, that is question number 7, that is diffusion. Diffusion, already I have explained to you that diffusion is the intermixing of gases among each other. For example, suppose you have one container, in this container and one more container, in this container suppose you have only air molecules, and this container you have bromine vapors, you can take bromine water vapors, and just these two compounds you just try to separate by keeping one separation or one lid, so that it will not allowing to intermix the gaseous particles. So after that what you will do, you remove this compartment, you remove it, this compartment. When you remove, the bromine water vapor will go up and the water molecules will come down and they will intermix. So this intermixing of gases is called diffusion. So intermixing of gases is called diffusion. Clear, children? and diffusion is maximum in gaseous medium, diffusion is minimum in solid, like this. Okay, and intermediate in liquid. So maximum gaseous, minimum solid, and intermediate liquid. For example, suppose you have 1 glass of water, clean water, pure water or transparent water, and 1 glass of certain colored water. Just try to mix with each other. After that, you will see that the entire water will be colored. Why? Because the water molecules and the colored water molecules will mix with each other and they will show diffusion. So this is the in case of liquid happens. Like solid also, when on board, if you are written something and after 1 week or after 1 month when you are going to rub it, you have to do effort, then after it will be erased, because the interparticle of chalk and the board will mix, or you can say try to come close with each other. That's why. So this is all about the diffusion. The next question that we have to study, that is, a diver is able to cut through water in a swimming pool. Which property of matter does it indicates? Already I have explained to you. In water molecules, suppose this is swimming pool and water molecules are there. So this is one particle, another particle. Between this particle, the what gap is there. Between this particle, the gap is there, and that is the reason the diver is able to cut through water molecules. Suppose water molecules is there, so between that water molecule particles, the gap is there, and through this, the diver is able to cut through water. So property is what? That matter is made up of very small particle, and there is a gap between this. So property is matter is made up of smaller particles, and there is gap between it, or there is gap between such particles. Clear? Now the next question is, try to understand, children. This all question I have already given to you. A gas exert pressure on the walls of container. So how a gas exert pressure on the wall of the container? Already suppose this is your container and this is the closed container is there and gas is here. Suppose gas, internal molecules, gas is here and there. Already I have explained to you that gaseous molecules are not in a static position. Gaseous molecules are in the random motion. They are going here and there, and when they are going here and there, they have enough kinetic energy. So suppose gaseous molecules is coming here and they are hitting to the wall of the container. This gaseous molecule hitting to the wall of container. This molecule also hitting the wall of container. This is also hitting to the wall of container. This is also hitting to the wall of container. So when they are going to hit on the wall of the container, they are creating a pressure to, and not only that, sometimes they are also colliding with each other. Suppose this is your gaseous molecules and this is also, when they are going to collide, they are also increasing the pressure of the container. That's why gas exert pressure on the wall of the container. This happens only due to their kinetic energy of the gaseous particle and hitting on the wall of the container. Because of that, they are creating pressure. That's why gas exert pressure on the wall of the container. Is this clear, children? These all questions I have given when I had given you notes 1. So try to understand, try to revise, try to learn, and try to write. You can take the help from this discussion and try to complete. In the next video, I will discuss some more question, and if you have any doubt, please ready with that question or doubt, and you can ask me on my WhatsApp number. Thank you to all of you.